Alright, it's tomorrow. Got a few things to do. First thing I think I'm gonna do is check on the screw scan. Just see how they look. Looks okay-ish. That one's still rough. Most of it's come out of it. So I think I'm gonna change the evaporist out with some newer stuff, and then I'm going to put it in the ultrasonic. Alright, I'll be right back and rinse this out. See if you guys can see or not. You can't really see the ultrasonic, that's okay. Know that it's right over here. Drill somewhere. There for now, needs to go the whole way. You guys in the ultrasonic. Put that brush directly in there. Overtake them. Not my favorite thing, but it'll work. Should work well. Cord out of this mess. Them started. Excellent. Alright. Well, got it. Let's go wipe these things down a little bit. There. It's not the best for the bottom of the grasses. It'll make it cling good, but it should work okay. That down there, that down there. Just gonna make that up for now. I'm going to pile things out here for various things. Clean this off. Good job. Put that back. These things out of the way. Actually, I'm going to need them later. So I'll just keep those there for now. And there. I'll all stay there. Let's look at these guys look. Go back up there. Filters here for now. Okay. up here. Brush it over here. Put my sandpaper away. Now, go in the trash can behind Tipsy. Pliers. Put everything away because I'm still gonna need some of it. But we can clean up a little bit. Okay. Go ahead with this. This. These guys. I'll move this out. This go get put away. These are used clothes. Various clean ties. I'm not gonna need those right now. I think goes away. This will get over here. Okay, so this is going to be part of the bottom. This is part of the bottom. That is the bottom. We need to dry off these guys a little bit more. Get this out of the way. So the repair of the plastic we need to do today. Let's grab a towel. Go back over this and make sure. As much as we can. Don't want that to go to people's hands. Right now, it's had all night to figure out what it's going to do. Do what it's going to do. Peel some of this off. They are nice and neat labeled. Garbage. Some cleaner. I have alcohol sitting right there. Fine. The opposite side of this thing open. Oops. Whatever will I do? I spilled alcohol. This stuff rubbing alcohol that evaporates. I suppose I'll clean it. Just like that. Nice and pretty. This goes to the door. This goes to the door. That goes to the door too. That goes to the door. And this goes inside the door. Out of the way. Clean. There's chisel. Let's get right down. Stickers, masking tape. So now that we got that out of the way, most of that should be ready. Reset that. Here, clean this up a little bit. I need to work on fixing the little broken bracket thing here. Let's see what bits I've got. Whether or not we're going to do that way. A small one, I'm not sure how small. Basically this might work. We can try. I'm gonna go get some baking soda and I'll be right back. That should be more than enough baking soda. Let's do this. Get some Q-tips. Not the best thing for this, but I'll take it. Those appear, disappear, and disappear. Grab my drill. Other way, sand it. Get you guys readjusted. Right, and there. Lower you down a little bit. Sure. That should work. Let me lower this part so we can get our whole mess in the scene. If I need to, I can zoom in on certain things later on. Tightened up so it doesn't wiggle no more. Okay. No. Yes, but no. I'm gonna move this over. I'm gonna tilt that down more. And then I'll put you back in the holder. Yay. Alright, let's do the thing. I'm not great at it, but we can try. The goal is to fix this cracked screw thing. Sure it has an official name and all that, but I don't know it. I don't know that it matters. Sure it matters to somebody. Wouldn't happen. This is interesting. I seem to use this on my Dremel. Maybe I should. I might end up doing that. No. We're gonna try our best. Do everything in our power to get this to work. Put a slight slant. More of a slant on this side. See if we can get it to allow us access to it. Look that hole. I like it. Not necessarily, no. Just get a straight angle. There we go. Now we have 2 holes to fill. The idea is to do it so you can push that closer. I might see if I have channel locks or something. Plotting. I don't know. I think I do. Somewhere. Give me a second. So this was planned out, as you can tell. Okay. Over here. There we are. You might be able to use these. Help the process. If I can squeeze that shut while I'm doing this. Okay. Alright, in there somewhere. Not to intercept the holes. Yes, that works. Now, if I can get it to stay there, we'll be in business. Okay, sure. Now, we get to make our fun stuff. Instantly open. So I'm going to plot first. Yes, like that. Come on. Back up. Try. That should somewhat work. There. Cut that. Right in here. Go here and pull that this way. Now I'm making this shit up as I go. Based off some random videos I saw. Hoping to hell I can do something with it. Okay. Oh, it did. Nice. Alright, pull that back up. Back up. And that so it stays, hopefully. There it goes. Okay. Let us begin. Getting all by myself. Alright. should be pretty much instant. Accelerated it with that stuff. Do I use my Dremel or do I use the sandpaper? I think I'll use my Dremel. I'm going to use my Dremel. Clean that up a little bit. Do I start with the least evil or do I start with the more evil? I'll do least. We'll move on to more destruction if we need it. Unplug my fan. Turn this back on. This. Clean that. Stuff needs to be ventilated. Open the fan. Open the window. Point fan is problem. symbol of doom, but it should work just fine. This is toast. No way to seal that back up. But we've got 3 left. Nice. Back here. Oh, cry in the corner. Those things are not fun. Call everything in sight. It's fun. Danger will run. So learn from my mistakes. Do this without proper knowledge. Big fan out. But I think we fixed the problem, which was the goal. Goal achieved. I'm not sure what it cost yet, but it's goal achieved. Reinforced and redone. Pull that shit out of there. Stuff down there is just flat. Yeah, that's where we're at. It's repaired, no longer cracked. Should hold a little bit better. It has some copper all the way through it, 2 different ways, and sealed with polymer plastic made of super glue and baking soda. Once it dries, I'll put some other stuff on there, the black stuff. Oh, whatever that's called. Black trim restore. That stuff is awful. Not the black trim restore. Super good stuff. Jeez. Temporarily wash this thing. Same with the others. down a little bit. Let's see how our screws are doing. That one's still pretty crusty. Let's see. 4 of them are good, 3 of them are still wackadoodle. These are good. These are good. Those need some work. So take these out. I'm gonna sand on them a little bit with my trusty metal thing here. Trying real hard, but it's not there yet. That's pretty rough too. If these weren't such a weird screw, I'd try replacing them. These are pretty bad. But I think 3 of them are really bad. So put those back. Mix them up a little bit. Let them run. And that's where we're at. About ready to start putting things back together. This out of the way. Oh, wait. Okay. This back. Back in our toolbox. And the rest is pretty much just pretty stuff. Anyway. I'm not sure we just get out most of it. Okay, let's go on the garbage. For now. This way. This can go in the garbage. Alright, I'm gonna go break after I wash the shoes off, because I got brush on. And then we'll start seeing what we can put back together. That was crazy. It worked. Put it down. Not really something I want to repeat. A lot of fan coverage. I was worried about the fan because of all the baking soda, but whatever. Alright, I'm still waiting for the screws to get finished from the front part of the mower, but I think we have enough to start putting back together the back part. Let's see what we need here. It's 2 screws here, and then on top and on the side. Okay, so we got putting our axle back in, shall we? See which side it wants. It wants to go over here, like that. Up on here and figure this out. Okay. Pops in there. Pops in there. We got a lever. Which controls how high our wheels go. See if we need to sand this down or anything. Yeah, we might. Yeah, that's just going to strip that paint right off. Gotcha. So that tells us what we need to know about both sides, actually. Let's get that taken care of. Grab some sandpaper. 100 grit ought to do it. Get you guys readjusted. Something like that. Alright, let's get started with this part. Sure. Figure a better way to do this. Might need a long strip. Doing. Looks good. Okay. So, there's that. Grab a nut. Temporarily. I still need to put some grease on there or something. But now that is that. Like that. Do that on the other one too, probably. Grab some grease. Okay, we should get the right socket. Yep, looks like it. Red lithium grease. Put some grease around there. Put some back here. Inside there. Something some way like that. Grab a rag. Not sure what's on it. There's grease on it now. Sorry about that, headphone users. Okay. Clean that off. Nice and smooth. On there, rag again. Some grease. Alright. Leave it in here. The excess back. Clean out my hand. Excess from back here. There's a little bit too much back here. A little bit is okay, but not a lot of little bit. If that makes any sense. On. Clean up the excess. Take it away. Click. Good. Alright. Put this aside for a second. This. Put this around. Since it's already leaning this way, I'm going to put it around this way. So maybe it'll wear the other way. Where is that? Oh, yeah, right there. Means this lip goes there. That thing is going to be a pain in my keister all the way to the end. Tucking this forward. Get that one in. And this forward. Get that one in. And voila. That one is done. Ready to go back on. This is a blade part. Put it over there with the blade for now. That goes on the actual frame. This goes on here. Okay. And once I confirm that I have and which screws it is, I'm gonna bet this one and one of these. Maybe not. Question is this going to be part of bolting that on? Because on the front, it slips over the edge like that. The wheels go in here, wheels go in here. This bracket should go something like that. Which means should be at least one screw there. Okay. There's 3 screws on the back. Compare my basket, what we got left. Those are the 3 that go inside the thing, I think. Put that one again. Yeah, that one's just like the other ones. These guys. So, I do not have the same threading. That would signify that I am missing some somewhere. We need at least 1, 2. We've got 3 in there. 2 here. So we've got the 3 that go up top, and we've got the 2 that go in here. I am missing one. That's what I think. I'm gonna go see if I lost one on the way. Okay. Check in here. No, that's empty now. Unplug it. Go wash my screws and go see if I can find the other one. Okay, I found it hanging out in the sink where I was washing them off. Nice. Nice and dry. Alcohol in too, so they're absolutely dry. That's one I need that I found. That should dry them out. I'll find a good spot for this thing for now. There we go. Alright. Just like that. Now we have the two we need for that bracket. And let that dry. That's a clean one, but not one I want right now. I actually want a dirtier one because I'm going to put lithium grease on it. Sure. All right. Oh, happy day. Ooh. Does this go up by any chance at all? That would be great if it did. No, it opens though. Just look the other way. Alright. Squish. Squish. Squish, 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 squish. Like that. Perfect. And I'm just gonna put it on this side too for the head of it. Squish. It doesn't have to be that excessive, but that's what I had on my finger. And we can taper that after I clean my hand a little. So it won't look like I squished a raspberry. Jeez. Lithium grease, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Grab this. Try to find the cleanest way to get this up there. Try to wipe some of the excess. Not all of it. And there's my rust preventer. Yep. That's going well. It's all hair. Okay. Yep, like that. Click, click. The reason I'm wiping excess is because I don't want a whole lot of grass to stick in there if I can prevent it. To some extent. Excessive. like some kind of gremlin or something. All right. Still see him in there, and that's okay. The other side definitely got a lot of it. Done. Yay. Moving on. Oh, the axle's got to be sanded down this one too. For the wheels. That's not right. So that's what I want the side in first, it looks like. So I can give room. Push that side in. Now for that. Okay. Now get off the board. Now we do these. Confirm my hypothesis that I'm going to have to send it down. Oh, please go on it? Look at that. Not perfectly. They do go on it. Yeah, I should probably sand it down. It's pinching up probably the paint. Yep. See coming off. Such close tolerances. First roll. It should, but it's not sure. Get back to this. that a whirl. Nice. Okay. Here goes finger looking good again. Fuck. I have so much cursing to bleep out of this stupid video. Edit cursing. Okay. Let's use the excess on this side. Sure. A little bit in here. Just a little bit, not a lot of it. Okay. Same thing on this one. So we need it as a reserve. Excavate my finger from this stuff. Okay. Nice. Dirty rag. Yay. Your bill on. Much better. Click. Wipe off any excess. Sure what that was. Nice. Okay. Click. Wipe off any excess. Nice. Yeah, there is some excess on this side. Looks like. Try and clean that up a little bit. Not coming from the wheel, it's just from when I put it on. You got squeezed. Something like that. Grab the excess from this side too. At it. Yoink-a-doink. We should be golden for that. Okay. Let me harvest this. Part of the blade. Take this. Broom. Upside down. You need to take those bolts out. Get you guys on the know, on the view. What's going on? All right. Off a little bit of the excess I can see already. So. I'm gonna have to re-clean the wheels. My fingerprints all over them. The grease. I'm gonna deal with that later. Back to the regularly scheduled program. We're figuring out what the heck. Something like that. Do the same thing. Alright. Turn it. Like that. And we slide it down until it locks in place. Get that side and then go to this side. There it goes. Now, we start putting screws in. Apply these. Note I'm not tightening down really tight. I'm just getting them in there for now. Make sure everything's lined up and good. We'll go back and tighten up. tight. Click. Click. That's chippy paint. I do not approve. More chippy paint. I have to touch that up. How did I miss chippy paint? Alright. Note to self, chippy paint on the right side, near the rear. Click. 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 Check. Check. Click. 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 Alright, I'm gonna take care of that chippy paint. This on home. Just need a drop or two. And one of these Q-tips. Dip it in there. And we can touch up our chippy paint. Won't be perfect, or will it? Like that. Like that. And that will take a while to dry, but that's okay. Now, let's work on getting the front side of it. Remember correctly, it goes up here and it slides in somehow. Yep, like that. So we're gonna flip it. So you can see all the attachments. Attachment points. There's the one over the paired. Like that. Okay. It's not lined up. Oh, there it goes. I just need to be relaxed a little. Okay. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Yeah. Got it tight yet. Should get them in there. We got one back here as well. Need to get lined up. Yeah. Like that. Just these bolts are not ready, so I'm actually gonna go Grab this and give them 1 spritz each. Not enough to contaminate the air or anything, just enough to quickly cover that. It needs about 2 minutes to dry. Okay. We'll let that dry. I believe it's 2 minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes between coats. Air dry for an hour, so I'm gonna give that an hour then. It should also help the other one, and then we'll continue. Because I don't want those bolts to rust any more than they already have. And once they've set for a little bit, I'll drive them on in and tighten them up with a click. And we'll flip it over and see where we're at. All right, let's do it. I'll be right back. And we're back. Let's see if we can figure out how to get the motor over there. See? You guys can actually see pretty good, huh? I might bring it down some more in the turn this fan down a little bit. While I figure out how to sort my brain cells in a second. Okay. Don't know if y'all can see that or not. This little stubby shaft needs some help. Some light on the situation. Right there. Now you can see what I'm seeing. I got something there. A lot. But I'm going to use what I got. Move this aside for a second. Okay. Sure. I'm definitely not gonna give this perfect, but try to get some of this off. Fresh start. probably better than it was. I like seeing that thing. Okay. Moving on to our task at hand. Let's get this thing cleaned up a little bit.
Should clean it off better when I took it off, but I was distracted. Its internals. And since there wasn't much wrong with internals, I was in a hurry to put it back. Not like crazy hurry, but so I didn't stop to clean it up much. Now we got all that done. I'm going to take the top piece off here. Let's get you guys back up here. And then I'm
Probably don't even need to take that off though. I just need to clean it. Fine. Let me get a cleanish rag. Clean rag. OCD clean a little bit. Should be good. Wow. Came a long ways. Let's start putting tools away. Socket and checking. So all of them are there. Excellent. So let's see. Can't escape. These ones are away. Beefy back. That sockets. One all the way. So here. Over here. Okay. Back. Brush thing. Disposable brush. Considering what it's used for. There, make sure it's tight. There, brush yours there. Cap can go back on this. And that can go back where it belongs. There we go. So this. Trash. Okay. I need the blade on. And check clearance. Cleaner of that. And put the sandpaper away. This way. Ooh, this is like rejected. Some unclean looking thing. I'm gonna go wash my hands before I touch that thing. Deal with that.